Hello, my threeple, and welcome back to the Triple Apex podcast. This is episode 13. Ooh, scary number. But this is hopefully going to be a decent episode. Surprisingly, I don't really think there's anything like too big that we really need to talk about, apart from probably two kind of big controversies that have arisen in the Apex community. One of them is the servers getting further fried, and the other one is a kind of expensive hollow spray that's epic rarity. But anyways, we're gonna try to get into this as much as we can. So yeah, so kind of like to set up like the whole situation that's happened with Apex's servers, like getting screwed over and whatever. Basically, at the beginning of the collection event, the Evolution collection event, the servers were pretty much they went they just turned into a dumpster fire in one way or another. And there was actually a plan to get it fixed, and there was a patch that came on Tuesday, or was it Wednesday? I can't remember, but it seems like that actually further caused more server issues, which doesn't sound too good, to be honest. And it kind of makes me not want to go on Apex because the servers have been a little bit wacky for me, and it's really just kind of interfered with my playing experience overall. But let's hear what if Keeper can say anything as of now. What are your thoughts on the whole server situation?
When they launched the update, it pretty much did the opposite of what it was supposed to be doing. That's
Yeah,
what happened. Like you're not able to load in at for me it was usually in the morning. Like I couldn't load in at all. But, I mean today I was able to load in, even though I didn't play that much.
that's
But
good.
the people have just been complaining. Like streamers, they're really upset that they can't get in, and the patch notes that they released, which it was supposed to like help the server a lot. It was supposed to like fix the servers. It was supposed to fix game bugs, game lag, and stuff like that. But it did almost like the opposite of what it was supposed to be doing. That's kind of what happened in a
Yeah,
nutshell.
yeah, it's pretty sucky to be honest. I don't think that was like intended. Obviously, it wasn't intended to make the servers worse. There's probably just some sort of little thing that set everything off, like when the update went live. So I think that they probably should have tried to be a little more careful when pushing that update out. Maybe should have like, I don't know, looked over the code to make sure everything was done right. I don't know how like that works trying to fix the servers. So they probably should have looked over it a little more and then went up with the patch, or maybe done a little more checks on it. So do you think they probably should have been a little more keen on that? I think they should have been more keen on that.
Yeah, like every time they release a new update, there's always something small or big that happens. They really need to like look over their stuff, you know? Because
Yes, true.
um, every time they release like especially like during season updates, like new season comes, new patch notes, new collection event, it's always it's always something that happens. It's always like a bad side or a negative thing that comes from it. So I think they should probably focus on the launch of every update.
Yeah, really got to focus on getting everything right with an update. I remember like the first season 10 patch, like when season 10 went live, the servers weren't that bad to be honest. Like of course there was still little server problems, but it wasn't as bad as it became like right when the collection event went live. That's pretty much when things started going a little haywire. And yeah, so they really got to work on the server stuff. I can't remember if they did end up like pushing small little mini patches or not to like try to better the situation, but I don't really know what's going on behind the scenes and what's messed up with the code and everything else like that. So
Yeah.
we just really gotta wait, sorry, and see once like everything gets better. Okay, so AC said in the live chat that yeah, he's pissed at the Apex servers. I mean, I think we all are
All of us.
currently right now. Well, yeah, I heard from that in another server that AC was like playing a ranked game and then like um he got disconnected like in the middle of it or something. Yeah, I DC'd from a really good Apex ranked game and couldn't reconnect. That sucks. That is arguably one of the worst feelings playing the game. And that's like happened like three, 4 times to me before. Maybe more. 7 damn kills. Dang. And 2 incredible teammates. That's really rare in a lot of ranked games
Yeah.
nowadays. So yeah, that could have been a great game. And that sucks that you had to get disconnected. I still remember, I think it was actually earlier this season. Well, I remember there was that one time on stream, but there was another time I was like doing really well in a ranked arenas game with 2 teammates. I don't remember if I was carrying or not, but I was doing pretty decently. But then like then my Wi-Fi, I talked about this before. My Wi-Fi has these like moments where it just stops working or just randomly disconnects or whatever, and that happened like in the last round, and we were like, I think we only had to win one more round, and then just I got disconnected, which sucks. And my teammates, I don't really think were too high of a level. He felt like uninstalling. That's a big feeling a lot of us get from when that happens.
Yep.
Do you have any experience of yourself with like big disconnect issues in like certain like ranked games or whatever?
Me?
Yeah, I don't think there's any
Um,
denying it that you have had a situation like
yeah,
that.
definitely, definitely. When I play arenas, like especially in ranked arenas, so many people like when you go in and you're like you have no teammates, stuff like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I'm glad they fixed it because it hasn't happened that much anymore. But it used to happen so much to me when I solo queued, and then it would also happen to like enemy teams, which was kind of sad. Um,
that is sad.
yeah, because I just feel bad, like I feel bad for the enemy team, like if it's just one guy, it's kind of annoying. Like I get the feeling.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it's
And
terrible.
yeah, just they really gotta fix up these issues, especially and like the reconnect feature like really doesn't really. It's a good feature, but it really needs to be helped a lot to make
It
it
needs to be
as.
quicker.
Yeah, true. It needs to be
You know,
quicker.
they need to like refine it,
Yeah,
make it
which
better.
also means that they still gotta kind of get a work on the servers and upgrade it. So
Yep.
yeah. Now, before we move on to the next topic, someone would like to say hi to us. Wait, am I able to move him up here? Oh wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
I
Vision.
can
Yeah. Are you able to
invite to
move him up
speak.
here?
You can invite him, and then you can join in. Yep,
Okay, so
he's
we
here.
got Vision
Hello.
here. Vision's here to say hi, and
Hello.
while he's in here, we're here to announce that he's now a new co-host on the podcast,
Yay.
Yay.
which is pretty cool. It was really fun having him on like for the last episode, so I invited him to become a new co-host, and now we have 2 co-hosts on the Triple Apex podcast.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's not able to stay for the entire episode, but it is still but he will be on hopefully next time or maybe in a few other future episodes to say hi
Yeah,
and give us
today I
his
gotta go hang
thoughts or
with some
whatever.
friends, but next time I will be on.
Yeah,
Awesome sauce.
very awesome sauce.
Yes.
Anyways, I just wanted to say hi, and I'm gonna head out now. I gotta go get dressed, so
Right.
later, everybody. Enjoy the podcast, and see you next time.
See you
Like and
later.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe. So yeah, Vision, he's the new co-host, and it's pretty cool. Now let's try to move on to the next topic, which this also kind of connects to the server issue, and that is people are now starting to call for an Operation Health for Apex Legends, as in they take like about a season off to kind of polish the game, fix up some of the main problems, and just get a grip on everything. And this was a similar
Yeah.
thing that happened with like Rainbow Six Siege, if I can recall, like a while ago, because they had their own little Operation Health season to like work on like a bunch of flaws and fix it up. And this suggestion, like Respawn devs did respond to this, and one of them said that it might not, it wouldn't be a smart idea for the game Be I forgot the reason why. It might have been, yeah, I don't know. I forgot the reason, but they basically didn't
Why or
want the
what?
idea.
How would that be bad? What? How would that be? What?
I'm
Like,
I forgot the reason, but I would have to look it up. But I don't know. You could probably do that right now if you wanted to. But I honestly think it would be a good idea in the sense like they can fix up their game and just work on every flaw and to just polish everything. Like that's what will make it really good. But I think the one con when it comes to an Operation Health is that they're more focusing on fixing up the game than they are like
in the
delivering
content,
content.
like there's,
Yeah.
yeah, I get that. I think they should probably, do all the normal stuff, but it shouldn't be so big. I don't think they should be doing it for season 11 because season 11 is planning to be like one of the biggest seasons. I
Yeah.
think they should probably do that for season 12, like when they focus on bugs, they focus on introducing more server fixes and stuff like this. And I feel like they should add maybe like, one new character, one one new gun, but no big map change or something crazy like that. And then just keep it going like that. And the
Yeah.
collection event should be mainly focused on server fixes, because I really want Apex to be like one of those flawless games that are just really good and like no problems. Like big problems are probably so far the server and audio, especially audio, and other little bug fixes like getting
Yeah.
trapped like under the map or getting trapped in like these uh in like little areas, which is annoying. And other fixes like like getting disconnected in a ranked game and not being able to reconnect, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, hopefully there can be like some sort of period of time where like the devs try to focus more on fixing up the game. Like that could be in season 12. I do kind of agree like we should still probably get like a new legend and a new gun or another really small like addition to the game like during an op. What then like except for that like they would probably just got to like do the Operation Health and try to fix up the game and polish it and whatever. And whenever
Yeah,
they're ready, they can ship the Operation Health changes. And what else is going to say? And also kind of tying into like the how like an Operation Health would be like a content drought and which could possibly drive players away. I think another reason why like the idea is rejected is because EA probably won't be making a lot of money if there's an Operation Health because like there's not many players to be playing the game and to spend money on cosmetics and other stuff.
yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, we all know EA. They're chasing the bag and
Constantly.
have really smart tactics when it comes to paying for paying for stuff basically
I know,
in
right?
game.
Super smart. Like they're geniuses.
I don't know. Well, I don't know geniuses, but they can be good at that. We'll just say that. And while on that topic, there there is a little thing that's happened that kind of shows EA's greed, and that is a hollow spray, an epic hollow spray that's in the in-game store currently, and it apparently costs $10 in Apex coins, which is weird. I don't think there's ever been an epic skin that well actually I think a lot of epic skins have costed like around $10 in Apex coins before. Because isn't it usually 1,000 Apex coins like an epic skin would usually cost? I think so. But yeah, hollow spray though, I don't know. But I mean, like hollow sprays should. I don't think. Well, I don't really know what to think about it. But I do think it's a little weird, seeing as how they've added like this little cosmetic, like that's epic rarity, and made it like to a freaking $10 cosmetic item. What are your thoughts about that, Keeper? If you can give your thoughts right now.
I think it's extra. It's just one of those EA things. They're trying to get more money. I feel like EA they don't really have their priorities straight when it comes to spending money. They're always trying to make something that's like, what I'm talking about, like something that's seems big on the outside, but on the inside it's a train wreck.
Yeah. And that can really be applied to Apex Legends in certain circumstances. And I feel like EA does pretty much only care about money because, like, they're getting all this money, and I think they've probably made some of the most money out of all the gaming companies out there. And yet they haven't, and yet, like, Apex, we still have, like, these weak servers, and they haven't seen an improvement in quite a while. So, like, shouldn't they try to use that money to, like, help bring them in, like, or upgrade the servers? Like, yeah, they really gotta just invest the money into upgraded servers. All right, Keeper's gonna have to go now, so pretty sad, but we'll see him later, hopefully for the next podcast episode. So say your little
Sag.
goodbye.
Goodbye. Sorry.
Adios. All right. So we were on the topic of talking about the Epic Cosplay that costs $10 in game currently. Like, I don't really know how to think about it too much. I'm a little rusty on the topic since, like, I pretty much am pretty tired and I've had a little bit of a day, like, doing homework and such. But kind of with that out of the way, I don't really know about too much to talk about as of now. So I'll pretty much just try to discuss, like, some stuff about, like, the future. Not necessarily about the channel, but some stuff kind of to, I guess, look forward to in the future. So I kind of have, like, so in the future, like, for when it comes to, like, YouTube videos, I'm actually going to start making announcement videos for whenever I host new events. So anyone who's not already in the Discord server can be hopefully notified and will hopefully join in for certain events. And there is quite a few stuff I have planned for the future, but that'll pretty much be like whenever I hit any big milestones, like in terms of stuff for the server and in terms of the channel. I think we pretty much all know that whenever, like, I get, like, a larger community, like, we'll bring back a 1v1 tournament. But that, I think, like, there's gonna be a big 1v1 tournament, like, once we hit, like, a certain milestone, like with YouTube and the Discord server. I think I said 1,000 members where I'd do a big 1v1 tournament. Hold on, let me pull up my little milestone stuff that I have. Yeah, when the Discord server hits 1,000 members, we'll be doing a massive Apex Legends 1v1 tournament, and hopefully that we can have, like, maybe 32 participants in that one, which will be really cool. And on top of that, I also plan on having some sort of Geometry Dash creator contest, but it's not really going to be like the typical one where you're just copying, like, a little layout and doing stuff or making your own stuff or whatever. It would be a Geometry Dash creating 1v1 tournament. Basically, it's a 1v1 contest, but you're going to be creating a certain, like, level or whatever alongside one other person in a bracket, and whoever has the best work moves on to the next round and whatever. That's in a brief summary of how that would exactly work, and that will come around when we hit 1,000 members in the Discord server, hopefully. And also, kind of speaking about the topics of 1v1s, I'm actually planning on having a winter 1v1 tournament in whenever winter break is for me, which is going to be in late December, early January. We're going to have a little winter 1v1 tournament, and hopefully we can get like 16 people to join. I would really like that. That's like the amount of people I want to be joining in the tournament. And also, I'm gonna try to get like some sort of prize. I was thinking a gift card or something like that for the prize. Oh, and look, we have AC back in the chat. He has returned. Yes. Okay. Okay, so you pretty much missed, like, I was just talking about, like, kind of, like, what to look forward to in the future events, like, that I might hold. And we were also speaking about, like, how the devs rejected an Operation Health for Apex. And we also talked about, what was it? Oh, yeah, the $10 Epic Hollow Spray that came into the store, which kind of shows greed with EA and monetization. Do you have anything to say about any of those topics, or have you really dug into those topics recently? Alright, so while AC types... Oh, not really, no. Well, it's some pretty crazy stuff, to be honest. Well, I wouldn't say crazy. Like, I think it was pretty much predicted that, like, they would reject an Operation Health because EA probably thinks that would not be good for, like, money purposes because they want players to spend money, and an Operation Health would be a time where there isn't really any content, and it would be more so like the devs are focusing on the game, which means like probably no collection event, no cosmetics, no heirloom, no money to EA. But like with all the money that EA has, do they really need to worry about like an Operation Health? Do you had any other like extended thoughts on that? He is now typing in the chat. Do you mean you mean they shouldn't worry? Yeah, I think that's what you mean. Yeah, I don't think EA should worry about an Operation Health, and the devs shouldn't worry about it either, because once again, it would be a good time to like, fix up the game and such, like with the server problems, like once again, and with the audio problems, and Apex Legends was always fixing audio problems, like every patch. So why can't they just use like a big chunk of time to try to like polish everything and get the audio issues hammered down, and then just fix everything up, make it so there's like no bugs. Well, there probably will be bugs still, but they most likely wouldn't be as bad as like the usual and whatever. Okay, so we got AC typing again. Let's see what he about to say. That was my number lock key. He thinks the audio is fine right now, so they should set their priorities to the server and maybe buffs and nerfs. Oh my gosh, get out of here, WinZip! Get out! Sorry about that. That was a little embarrassing. Sorry. But, anyways, yeah, buffs and nerfs for sure would be worked on like during an Operation Health, balancing out the legends pretty well and fixing up the servers, upgrading them. Like the audio, I don't know how to feel about the audio right now. I feel like they should probably try to tweak it up a little bit, like if there's any like blatant problems with it. But other than that, like, yeah, I pretty much agree. And now, where was I, like, earlier? While I was before I was recapping, I was talking about the future events in the server, so, yeah, pretty much if you look in the server milestones in the rules and info section, then you'll probably see what exactly I have planned. So, yeah, kind of moving from the 1v1 stuff that I was talking about, like the winner 1v1, and the massive 1v1, and the jump just creating 1v1, like, I am also planning on opening up an Apex Legends club when I hit like 150 members in the Discord server, which will be interesting. I'm running the club currently, but honestly, it's a little bit of an inactive club. So I think since I'm like a content creator, and once I build up a bigger community, like maybe if I like make a club, like that'll be really beneficial to my brand name. I don't really know, but it would for sure be pretty fun. And I'm also planning on a lot of other like big server events coming down the road that will hopefully be very fun as well. Like we're gonna have like one large one when I hit 200 members, and a big surprise event like at 300 members, and a massive event that's to be determined at 3,000 members, which I don't think is gonna happen anytime soon. That'll be like further down the road, but we'll see, I guess. And also a little bit more on the topic of events. Starting on Sundays, we're gonna be starting to do little mini events, and which will pretty much range from 1v1s to like level racing and geometry dash, or maybe some little Among Us stuff. But Among Us is kind of a dead game right now, so I don't really know what to exactly do about that. But I'm hoping to have a lot of fun with like weekly Sunday events. It might actually have to be every other week because I don't think that anyone will really have too much time to do stuff like that. And yeah, it really just comes on down to who's going to be participating in them and such. But talking to my YouTube audience real quick, if you are interested in like maybe Apex 1v1 tournaments or Jump Dress level racing or any other sorts of little miniature events, like maybe Photoshop competitions or maybe little like Apex Legends Legend concept battle things. I don't know. Like, then join the Discord server because we're going to be trying to do those little mini events like every Sunday or every other Sunday. And yeah. What were there any other stuff that I was going to talk about in terms of like the goals and milestones on the server or anything? I think that's pretty much all I really had to talk about as of now. So yeah, plugging in my Discord server once again. So be sure to join for little mini events that could happen, but you have to be able to make that possible. So join the Discord server if you want that to be possible, and to help build up a big, strong community. And AC's typing in the chat right now. Let's see what he's got to say. Whew. Yeah, today's been an interesting day. Honestly, went out today to get like a varsity jacket for my school, which was nice. Joining has scientifically proven to improve PP size by 76%. Would recommend. Oh my gosh. And this also kind of brings me to the point that we got some pretty interesting people on this server as well. It can be a little weird sometimes, but it's worth it. It's worth the weirdness because it can be really funny at the end of the day. Like, honestly. The Threeple Discord server is the place to be, and that's why we love it. Quoted by AC. And yeah, is there really any more I really have to talk about? Because there really hasn't been too much to talk about, like, throughout this entire episode, except for talking about server problems. And, like, EA's greed. Do you got any topics, AC? Let's hear what he has to say in the live chat. I'm always trying to think of topics. And I really think that, like, when it comes to, like, this podcast, we should really try to expand more on not just Apex Legends. And I've been thinking about this a lot. That we should really try to, like, maybe... we should talk more about gaming. Not more about gaming. I mean, talk more about other different things. Like, I was trying to think of maybe, like, we could talk about, like, our favorite shows on the podcast a little more, like, learn about those and what's going on with them. Or maybe talk about, like, music-related stuff, like, any new albums for any artists that are coming out. Like, we're trying to listen to them as well to see, like, if we like them or not. And whatever. Or just talk about any other, like, sort of big events that are going on in the world. So, yeah. Okay, so opinion on the newest next-gen games. I haven't really been paying too much about, like, the new next-gen stuff. But I have heard that, like, Halo Infinite or Infinity, I don't freaking know. Like, it's going to be getting some sort of battle pass progression system that I really think Apex Legends should follow, which is, like, you can, like, grind 2 battle passes at the same time, or is it you can grind 1 battle pass, then you can switch over to the next one to grind out? I think that's really cool, but I haven't really heard too much about it. Like, I saw that, like, Halo Infinite was getting memed, like, when it was, like, first announced because of, like, something with the graphics, but it's probably a lot more polished now. Whatever. Oh, and yeah, there's a new Spider-Man game coming out. I forgot about that. It all seems really cool. God of War, I don't really pay attention to that, but I hope the next-gen games are really up there in terms of, like, their quality. And, like, next-gen is next-gen. Like, it's got to top the previous gen. So, I hope that really does, like, become really good and impactful for the gaming scene and such. And I really hope that maybe, like, there can be some really, like, impactful games as well coming out of it. But I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, impactful games, we've already had, like, quite a few impactful games already. But who knows? Like, it seems pretty cool. And kind of speaking about next-gen, I really hope that, like, Apex Legends can be compatible with, like, next-gen consoles soon. Well, I think it already is, but I think, like, they were kind of talking about, like, adding, like, Apex to next-gen consoles, like, actually adding it to next-gen consoles, which I really like the idea of that. And I hope I think they actually are working on, like, bringing it to next-gen, and it could be very soon, because I think, like, one of the devs replied to a tweet asking about it, and they actually said they couldn't speak about it. And that was actually, I think, about a month ago. But I don't really know. Like, I do like the idea of that. Pretty much. Wait, can you not play Apex in PS5 or Xbox Series X? No, I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. But, like... Well, you can. but it's not like, but you would still have to like use like the Xbox One. Yeah, I don't really know too much about the console Apex Legends stuff, really. Like I haven't been paying too much attention to it, but I think it can work, but it's just like capped at a little bit of the same FPS as how it would usually be on like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Had a little bit of a coughing moment. Ooh, and there's anything else that I could probably like to go over. Like I said, I am trying to look and try to expand the podcast more than just gaming stuff. So hopefully we coughing moment pog. I wouldn't necessarily say that's pog, but whatever floats your boat, buddy. How was school? Busy as heck. Junior year, like, it's not as like challenging as I thought it would be, but it is still like really tedious when it comes to homework and such. It really really takes away a lot of time, which is why I'm pretty much only going to be posting videos on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays up until like my next break from school, which will hopefully, I think, might be Thanksgiving break, or if not that, winter break, which should be about like 2 weeks long, which means that 2 weeks of hopefully daily uploading. You AC had to take a week break from gaming because of damn homework. Yeah, homework's another reason why I'm kind of burnt out of playing Apex Legends currently, because yeah, homework just burns you out like crazy. Like honestly, like it doesn't even matter if like it's hard or not. It's more like the amount of homework you get that really can affect like if you're like burnt out or whatever, or if you're getting lazy. Like I can tell you that's also like interfered with like me writing a book. So I don't think a lot of people have known, but I've been trying to write a book for like the past bunch of months by now. I don't know exactly how long I've been writing it, but it's been some time, and like school, it's kind of like demotivated me to write a book. School. Or it's probably just the fact that like I was trying to write it like for a bunch of days, and that could have been why. So I just felt like I had to take a break, like involuntarily. Yeah, it's true. The quantity messes things up. The quantity of homework is what screws things up. It's not necessarily how challenging the homework is. The length of the homework and how much you have is what will affect your brain, honestly. And yeah, school sucks, honestly. But luckily, it's been going by fast. Like, to any young people out there, like, school goes by pretty quickly. Like, once you, like, hit about 8th grade. Like, that's when it starts to feel like it's getting sped up. And high school is almost going by in a blink of an eye. Like, it is interesting, honestly. And yeah, homework, am I right? And while this episode has gone on for a decent amount of time, now I don't know if I want to cut it right now or whatever, but there hasn't really been too much to talk about, and we don't have the co-hosts here to really try to speak about anything else. We do got AC here though, so big ups to him for joining the audience, which is pretty sick. And yeah, I actually think I'm gonna be ending the episode here. Sorry if I sound a little drowsy right now and a little slow on words. I'm tired. I'm just tired. Probably should have tried to sleep a little more. But anyways, yeah. I think this is going to be all for episode 13 of the Triple Apex podcast. I should have known that the 13th episode would have been a little bit of a screw up. You can stop now if you want. Yes, I'm stopping the episode. And yeah, I should have known episode 13 would have been a kind of a rough one. Well, it wasn't rough, but a little unlucky in one, maybe two circumstances. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be all for episode 13 of the Triple Apex podcast. To my YouTube audience, if you did enjoy this episode, be sure to give it a like. Oh, sorry, phone. Be sure to give it a like, and if you're brand new here to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on that bell icon so you can get notified for whenever I upload a new video. Also, be sure to join the Discord server. The link will be in the description. And yeah, the Discord server is where I do the podcast from live. So if you wish to listen to the podcast live on 5 p.m. at on Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then be sure to join the Discord server. Link is in the description, once again. Also, be sure to join the Discord. I already said Discord. Be sure to join the Gilded server. I'll leave a link to that in the description, too. Also, be sure to... Oh, wait. Sorry, I wanted to... I'm off my words. Where was I? Yeah, be sure to join the Gilded server, too, if you got Gilded. Like, if you got any servers, or if you're looking for any servers on there to join, then be sure to join the Gilded server. And, yeah. Also, be sure to follow my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/3LNEX, and be sure to follow my Instagram as well. That would be really cool. And, yeah. I really need to go and polish myself up real quick because I'm off my words. So, once again, that's going to be all for episode 13 of the Triple A-Pex podcast. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.